Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends. This year should be a special schus. The Refuas, Rabbi Chassid, Rav David and Mordechai ben Frieda Simcha, and the Refuas, Rabbi Yitzchak ben Bracha, Rabbi Yosef ben Moshe Chaim, and Lili Nishmas, Marisal Tachana Bas, Meir Zev, and the schus from Moshe Yehuda ben Pesha Dina. It says in Parshas Noach in Perek Tes Pasuk Hey, Ve'achaz damchel l'nafshesechem edrosh, miyad kol chaya edroshenu, umiyad ha'adam, miyad ish achiv edrosh es nefesh ha'adam. And only your blood for your souls I will demand. From the hand of every animal I will demand it. From the hand of man to his brother I will demand the soul of man. What is this pasuk talking about? This pasuk is talking about the prohibition against murdering one's fellow man. So Rashi says in the words "Va'afes damchem," also only your blood for your soul I will demand. Va'achas damchem l'nafshesechem edrosh. That even though I was matir netilas neshama b'behema, that you're allowed now after the mabul to eat animals. But as damchem edrosh, I will demand your blood of people. And what does that mean? Shofech dam atzmo. It's talking about suicide. So the beginning of the pasuk is damchem and nafsechem edrosh, is talking about suicide. That God will exact punishment. So it means to demand, to exact punishment from someone who spills his own blood. Ayin sham b'Rashi. Makor shel Rashi b'Gemara b'Bava Kama b'Daf Tzadi Aleph Amud Beis, and in Bereishis Rabbah Parsha Lamed Daled Ayin Sham. We have to understand, according to that, what it says weiter in the pasuk after V'achas Damchem Nafsechem Edrosh. It says Umiyad Ha'adam. Skipping a few words. Miyad Ish Achiv. Rashi explains Miyad Ha'adam is talking about somebody who kills b'mezid, and there are no edim. I will be doiresh. I will exact punish for such a person if he kills purposefully, and there are no edim, there are no witnesses. Why do we need to say that, B'chlal? It's kal v'chomer. If for killing oneself there's a punishment, God exacts punishment from him. Obviously the Beis Din can't, he's dead. So certainly, one kills somebody else, b'mezid. What do we need the pasuk to continue and tell us? Miyad Adam. Someone kills someone else. We also have to understand, it says Miyad Ish Achiv. Edrosh is Nefesh Adam. Rashi explains, Miyad Shu Oiv Lo Ka'ach V'Argo B'Shogeg. Somebody loves someone like his brother, and he kills him B'Shogeg on the Edrosh, on an exact punishment. He doesn't go to Gullus. And ask for a sin to be forgiven. Even shogeg requires kapara. And if there are no edim to be mechayivim galus, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to be dorish l'dam. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will exact punishment. So Miyadi Shachiv is talking about somebody who kills b'shogeg by accident. Chazal Darshan v'alikimin aliyado, that Hashem works it out. Then in the end, somebody who kills b'shogeg is going to get his just desserts. Where's the marumas in this pasuk? Where's the remes that it's talking about shogeg? Ifo katuv bo shogeg. And why doesn't it say explicitly shogeg? Where do you see shogeg? Not only that, it says in the pasuk, "Miyad Adam, Miyad Ish Achiv." Doesn't seem that they're talking about two different cases. According to Rashi, it's two different cases. Zwei Fallen. Zwei andere Sort Fallen, as they would say maybe in Yiddish. Two different cases. Miyad Adam is talking about Shmezid. Miyad Ish Achiv is talking about Shogeg. Parshas, the pasuk is talking about one case. No. I was just talking about two cases. Where do you see two cases? We also have to understand that at the beginning of the pasuk, when it's talking about killing oneself, it says it's dam chel nafsho seichem. It talks about the dam. But weiter, when it talks about killing one's friend, one's fellow, it only says nefesh adam. It doesn't say dam nefesh adam. It just says nefesh adam. Why in the first case dam, and the second case not dam? Moreover, it's shver. Rashi says that it says l'nafshei seichem. It's coming to include a choneges atzmo. Somebody who chokes himself to death, even though there's no blood. If that's true, then why do we have to say damchem? It says v'afes damchem nafshei seichem. And nafshei seichem tells you even one chokes oneself. Not if one spills one's own blood, even if one chokes oneself. I have a better idea. Don't write the word dam at all. Just write the word l'nafsho seichem, and that'll include both. Whether he spilled his blood or he didn't. So why does it say dam, requiring the extra limud of l'nafsho seichem? Even if one chokes oneself without dam. Just say l'nafsho seichem, you don't need dam at all. That includes both. Also the Havamina, that there's only a punishment if there's dam, but not if there's choking. Mechitesi. Guy kills himself. What does it matter whether there's blood or not? Pasuk Vav, it says, Shefich dam adam ba'adam dam yishafach ki b'tzelem elokim asas adam. When man spills the blood of man, his blood's going to be spilled because man was created in the image of God, Rashi says. That if they're Eidim, then the Eidim should take care of him. The Eidim should kill him. Why keep it Selam Elokim? Man was created in the image of God. How could he kill somebody made created in the image of God? Look in Sanhedrin and Zion Amud Aleph. This is the makor for killing Bnei Noach, for all the Zion mitzvahs. Since we see here, for one of the Sheva mitzvahs, Bnei Noach, a person is killed. So it's for all Sheva mitzvahs. Then why does it say, Kibitzelam Elokim Asas Adam? Because is this something so egregious that man was created in the image of God, he's killed. No, it's not why he's killed. He was over one of the Sheva mitzvahs Bnei Noach. You don't have to come on to B'tzelem Elokim Asas Adam. It's like all other Asharos of Bnei Noach. From here is the makor. That a Ben Noach is killed for being over one of the Sheva mitzvahs, then it's not because you did something so terrible, like and you killed him. It applies to all Sheva mitzvahs. So he's killed for being over one of the Sheva mitzvahs, not because So why do we have this special reason by Arigas Rotzeach Bevezdin? Because God, man was created in the image of God and you killed him. Not you, the person. Ramban says as follows. It says, Miyad Adam Miyad Ish Achiv. From the hand of man to his brother. So it says that the Nirtzach, the murder, the victim, was the brother of the Rotzeach. What's that brother? It says in the Gemara numerous places that Jews are brothers and mitzvahs. But here we're talking to Bnei Noach. So the explanation is, possibly based on what it says in Nidal Amud Aleph, that the three partners in the creation of man, God, his mother, and his father. God, Father gives part of the body. The mother gives part of the body. And Hashem gives the soul. And the understanding. So we could say as follows. That normally, a brother is that they have common parents, common father, common mother, and that makes him a brother. But the fact that we're all created by God, that also makes us brothers. We're all the sons of God. So here, it talks about man being his fellow man's brother. to explain that since we find by Ritzicha a din, Goel Hadam, of Krovim, and this applies both B'Rotzeach B'Shogi and Rotzeach B'Mezid, like we see in the Rambam in Perek Aleph Mechus Rotzeach Halacha Beis, and the Ramban in his Osafos to say for a mitzvah says Yud Gimel. So we have this union of Goel Adam by Krovim, that relatives are Goel Adam, relatives are avenge the blood, whether it's Shogeg or Mezid. And this means that anybody who has something, a commonality in his genetics, whether it's his physical genetics or his spiritual genetics, with the victim, he has a din Goel Adam of avenging the blood. The Akar of Kodem, and the closer one is to the victim, the more he is considered a Goel Adam, an avenger of the blood. So if the Nirtzach and the Rotzeach are like brothers, why are they like brothers? Because they both have their soul from God. So it emerges that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has a chelek in the nirtzach, in the victim, like a father and a son. The Rotzech and the Nirtzach are both related to God. How? Because they both have souls. What does that mean? It means that God is now the Goel Adam of the Nirtzach. Because he's the relative, Kadosh Baruch Hu. So now we can explain the psukim as follows. Hold on tight. It says, Achis damchem l'nafsho seichem edrosh, talking about suicide, killing oneself, lo aleinu. There's no din Goel Adam. Because Goel Adam is primarily in a kama, taking revenge. For the victim here, there's no victim, he killed himself. And in this it says that even though there's no din Goel Adam, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is still going to exact punishment, since he went against God, who created him in order to exist, and he caused himself to cease to exist. And it emphasizes here his blood, damchem, in order to say that even though the blood was given to him by his parents, we see in the Gemara that the physical part was given by the parents, and it's not mitzad the Goel Adam. But since everything is from Hashem, who created him, there is a punishment from Hashem, even on Natilas Adam, not mitzad Goel Adam. Mitzad Goel Adam, mitzad the dam of the person, damchem is blood. It's not from God. I mean, it is from God. Everything's from God. But the Gemara says that the more spiritual parts are from Hashem. That's what makes you brothers. So Hashem is not a Goel Adam, is not a relative mitzad the person's blood. Nevertheless, there's still a punishment. So besides the fact that Hashem will exact punishment for the blood, even though he's not a relative, it also says Lanafsho Seichem. And that includes somebody who chokes himself, there's no blood. This person was Pogea ben Nefesh Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the soul that God gave, not the blood. And you might think that his chiyuv is different than the chiyuv of somebody who spilled his own blood, and it's not the same edrushenu. Here you would say it's a chiyuv mitzad Goel Adam, because here we're dealing with the soul. And that the pasuk says no. Also a choneg atzmo, even if somebody chokes himself, since it's himself, there's no Goel Adam. It's the same edrushenu as damchem. Just like damchem is in mitzad, the relative, the Goel Adam, so too chonikas atzmo is in mitzad, the Goel Adam, the relative. Even though here you would think it is the relative, because here we're talking about the nefesh, nafsho seichem. No, it's the same gather, the same category as The damchem, killing oneself is the same whether there's the spilling of blood, and if it's blood, then you're going to say, there Hashem isn't Gol Adam because he's not related mitzad the blood. But mitzad the nefesh he is. Kamashma, no. It's the same gather as damchem, nafshasechem, the soul, even though it's the soul. And there you would say it is Gol Adam because God is the relative. No. Here it's not a din of Gol Adam when it comes to suicide. Okay, so that explains the two limudim of damchem lenafshasechem, of spilling one's own blood and choking oneself. And it also says, "Umiyad kol chayed rishenu," also from the animal I will exact punishment. So when killing the animal, we don't find the din of Gol Adam. And therefore, it's a hemshech for harigas atzmo. It also doesn't have a din of Gol Adam. So just like by harigas atzmo, there's no Gol Adam, so too by an animal. But there's still adrishenu. Because God created this person for a reason, and this animal went ahead and killed him, so this animal is going to get punished. That's the first part of the pasuk. And then the pasuk goes weiter, and it says, so here it says nefesh. God gave him his soul. And there says nefesh adam. And that creates this union of Gol Adam. This person is a chelik of Hashem, and Hashem is, this guy's a relative of Hashem kiviyachol via his soul, by dint of his soul. So now God is the Gol Adam, he's the relative, he's the avenger. So here you have it. Hahorig b'mezid below edim, miyada adam. That's mezid, Rashi says. God's going to demand that blood. God's going to exact punishment from that blood. Mitzad din Gol Adam. And on that we have in addition miyadi sha'achiv to tell us that the nafkamina from what there is a chiyuv, that the victim was his brother, that this expression is coming to emphasize the chelek of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that Hashem is a chelek in the nerag, and therefore the nerag is the brother of the horeg, because both of them have souls from God. So it says miyadi sha'achiv, that's l'gabe shogeg. This is din Gol Adam b'rotzeach. Now, like other averis, that a person's pater b'shogeg. But by rotzeach, there's a din Gol Adam b'shogeg. And who's the Gol Adam here? Hashem. And that's why there's a drisha even b'shogeg. Because it's mitzad nefesh and mitzad achiv. It's the din Gol Adam b'shogeg. So miyad Adam, from man, miyad isha achiv, not only from man, b'mezid, but also b'shogeg. Why? Because since we're dealing with the din of Gol Adam applies. Hashem knew the Rambam when he wrote the Torah. So Gol Adam applies both to shogeg and mezid. Therefore the emphasis is on achiv and nefesh ha'adam. He's his brother, and here it talks about the soul. Because through the soul, they're brothers. That's miyad ha'adam, horeg b'mezid. And miyad ish achiv, shogeg. And where do you see it's talking about both? Because it's talking about the din of Goel Adam. Goel implies both Shogeg and Mezid. So Mari Adam covers the Mezid. And Miyadi Shachiv, Edrosh's Nefesh Adam covers the Shogeg. And they're Taka brothers because they both have godly souls. And God here is going to be the Goel Adam. And in that it says in Pasuk Vav, Shoifech dama Adam, ba'Adam damo yishafech, ki b'tzelem Elokim aseh Adam. One who spills the man of blood in man, his blood's going to be spilled, because man was created in the image of God. In other words, since we explained that the Rotzeach, this murderer, his din is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to kill him, mitzad din Goel Adam, God is the relative, God is avenging the blood. So apparently there should be no room anymore for the Beis Din, since HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to take care of him. So I understand normally there's a din Beis Din if there's Mezid and Hasra, even if there's a Goel Adam, because the din Beis Din is more mechayiv than the din Goel Adam. As we learn in the din Goel Adam, mitzad echad, and din Beis Din mitzad sheni. The din Beis Din is more encompassing than the din of Goel Adam. So we have two different dinim. We have the din of Beis Din, and we have the din of Goel Adam. We can have both. When it comes to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, this isn't shaykh. If HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the Goel Adam, what do we need a Beis Din for? Hashem will take care of him just as well as any Beis Din. We don't need a Beis Din. So in that it says, Ki b'tzelem Elokim aseh Adam. That besides the fact that there is a netilas nefesh, that is mechayeves misa, that on this there's a din of Goel Hadam, there's a chi of misa b'fnei atzma b'rotzeach, mitzad ki b'tzelem Elokim aseh Adam. They're two different dinim. There's the din of Goel Adam, and then there's the din of B'Tzelem Elokim aseh Adam. Man was created in the image of God, and if somebody kills man, it's like being a Ma'ayit said to Mus, like the Lashon of the Gemara. It's like making God smaller. That also is Mechayiv Misa. This is in numerous places in Chazal, Rabbi Kiva Omer, called Shofech Damer, is a Ma'ayit said to Mus. Shofech Damer Adam Adam Damer Yishofech, Ki B'Tzelem Elokim aseh Adam. Mosrabah Parsha Lamed, there it says, it's like Pegia bi shel melech. It's like being pogeya. It's like harming, damaging the image of the king. So this isn't mitzad the chiyuv of Goel Adam. It's a different mechayiv. This person was created b'tzelem Elokim. It's like killing God, kiviyachol. This person was created in God's image. So there are two mechayivim. There's the mechayiv of Goel Adam, that Hashem takes care of. And this pasuk tells us that if there's Eidim and Asra, then the Beis Din is going to kill him. Because B'Tzelem Elokim aseh Adam. And Beis Din has to exact punishment for that. So yes, this Misa is because he was over on this Ashara. He's over on the Issur, one of the Shevim B'nai Noach. And you can learn all the Shevim B'nai Noach. What we want to do is, we also want to give this over to Beis Din, and not just in the hands of Hashem. Therefore, you need to come on to keep the B'Tselem Elokim Asas Adam. Otherwise, you wouldn't need the Beis Din. But this B'Tselem Elokim Asas Adam puts it in the hand of the Beis Din. And therefore, it says Shofech Dam Adam. It says Dam. It doesn't talk about Nefesh. In the Prosake, we're talking about Nefesh. Because that's the goal. Hashem is the goal Adam. So Hashem will exact punishment. Miyad Adam Miyad Ishacheh Edrosh is Nefesh Adam. That's Hashem, goal Adam, Nefesh. Because he took his soul. When it comes to souls, they're brothers. That's their Hashem is related. So Hashem has to exact punishment. But here the emphasis is not on the soul. Here the emphasis is Shovech Dam Adam. You spill blood. So that Hashem, now it's not a mitzvah Hashem being Goel Adam anymore, because that doesn't come from Hashem. The blood comes from the parents. So that just teaches us that it's not mitzvah HaKadosh Baruch Hu, rather it's mitzvah the Beis Din. So Baruch Hashem b'siyata d'shmaya, for our Entfert Alek Hashis, we answered all of our questions. We understand the damchem and the nafshoseichem. The beginning, Edrosh, we understand how Mikol Chai Edroshenu also fits in, because in the ratio of the pasuk we're talking about. Namitzad Goel Adam. And the damchem is the blood. The nafshosechem is even chonek es atzmo. Which is different. And when the blood is spilled, it's telling us that even if there's no blood spilled, there's still not a din of Goel Adam. You would think that if there's blood spilled, like we said before, that if there's blood spilled, it can't be mitzvah, Hashem can't kill, it can't take punishment. Mitzvah Goel Adam, because Goel Adam is only a relative, and mitzvah the person's blood. He's not related to Hashem. But maybe if he's chonek atzmo, there is a din Goel Adam, because there's no blood. It's also there's no din Goel Adam. That it's just Hashem exacting punishment because this person did an Aveira. Because this person stopped his life when he should have been alive. As you see weiter in the pasuk with the Chaya. Same din of Chaya. No din Goel Adam, no din relative by a Chaya, by killing the Chaya. But Hashem will exact punishment with the Chaya. And Miyad Adam, he does it b'mezid. Miyad Ishachiv, Edrosh Nefesh Adam, there it doesn't say Dam, because here we're talking about the din of Goel Adam. We just emphasize the brother, the Nefesh. Your brother's mitzvah Hashem, that Hashem gave you your soul. That's a din of Goel Adam, bein b'shogeg, bein b'mezid. You'd say, if Hashem is taking care of it, there's no need for a Beis Din. You already have Hashem as the Goel Adam. The next pasuk tells you, Shafech dam Adam ba'adam damo yishafech. It emphasizes there the blood. That even not mitzvah Hashem being Goel Adam, the Beis Din should exact punishment. Because he did something so terrible, it's like he killed the king. No. We live so many years later, people still haven't internalized this message. Can't kill another human being. Memaida said to Mus, you're killing off a little bit of a Kadosh Baruch Hu in this world. Very, very chamor. It says in the Svarim that the Seres HaDibros are parallel, 1 to 6, 2 to 7, 3 to 8, 4 to 9, 5 to 10. Number 1 is Anochi, number 6 is Lo Sirtzach. When he's over on Lo Sirtzach, that's parallel to killing the Anochi. Anochi Hashem Elokecha. Every day, just open up your newspaper. It's there. People are still doing it. And for us, even embarrassing somebody, it's also like killing them. Be very, very careful with that. We should be zocher to see an end to all of this killing. And a world where peace reigns, where the lamb will lie with the wolf. Zevim kevetz, kebes, v'lo yisa, goyal goy cherev, v'lo yomadu ad milchama, v'yas Mashiach tzedkenu, aher v'yameinu, amen v'yamein. Shalom, shalom, sweetest and most beloved friends.